All in favor, say aye. All opposed? Motion passes.
Any questions on our roadway project?
Thank you, Ray. Hopefully we'll get our projects bid out here soon and get those rolling. So, when the weather gets a little bit better. Okay, next on the agenda is a property maintenance update by Walter Rutherford.
Good evening. So you see before you, I have the report put together for the Q4. So we had a total of Q4 28 cases created. In Q3 we had 53, so you see kind of a little bit of a downtick there, just due to most of those in Q3 had to do with property maintenance. So a lot of overgrown lots. And then you see that we had total payments for Q4, and what this was is a property that the city had to go in and clean up, and then we billed the property owner, and they actually paid the invoice. So we had a total of $907.44 for Q4. When you go to the next page, you see Q4 case count by status. We see you have 12 closed, 1 is in a lien, and then we have 15 that are still open. And a lot of these that are open has to do with vehicles. So that takes quite a bit of a process to deal with those. We go to the next section, I'm going to add something to it, just for y'all as far as in regards to our permits. So you see in Q4, we sold a total of 29 permits. These were everything from new homes to remodeling projects. Of course, with TCAT, there's a lot going on over there as far as remodeling. Everything from roof permits, decks, and mechanical permits. And you see the total that was brought in for Q4 for permits was $11,951.30. And then when you go to the last page there, you see Q4 permit count by status. We have 7 that closed in Q4. We opened 21, and then I have 1 that's waiting for them to come in and pay for the permit. Any questions?
Is these permits for a year or quarterly?
A lot of them for a year, but like the mechanical permits, those are good for 6 months.
$42,000 on the Q4 report.
On the very first quarter,
Is that for all of last year, or?
my understanding with that one, it was a lot to do with TCAT building their new DC training facilities. That was quite a hefty permit, apparently we sold it.
Any other questions for Walter? Okay, thank you.
That's a nice presentation, by the way.
Thank you.
Very detailed. Okay, next on the agenda, we have heavy truck traffic on Spruce Street, and I'll let Alderman Linder talk about that.
I can answer a lot of your questions now. I have run the plant over there for 38 plus years, and at one time we had 8 semis going in and out of that plant. Of course, they went down Myers Street, and then when they come in during the day, they come in down Spruce Street. So when we opened back up, and within this 38 years, I had 1 complaint from a person coming down Myers Street, and drivers was sitting in the parking lot raising their motors. We took care of that. But after we opened the plant back up, had an individual come and want the street closed. After the main highway turned into 2 lanes plus a turning lane, if you're sitting there at that red light, and there's cars to your right, there's no way to make that turn at the red light. So you have to come up Spruce Street or go all the way around the bypass and come back in. So I would like to ask the board to open Spruce Street back up. This individual complaint was they was racing up the trucks, I'll say, was racing up Spruce Street. Well, call the police, write them a ticket. If it's my drivers, write them a ticket. They know better. They're over, they got CDLs, they get 2 or 3, they won't be driving a semi. So, again, I would like to ask the board to open Spruce Street back up to large trucks.
I'm having a hard time remembering where Spruce Street is. And I know where you're coming in off Main Street at the traffic light, right?
The old Leroy Car building,
Yeah. Oh, that little
Scott's.
corner there. Got you. I know what you're talking about.
They were-
Got it.
and
Yeah.
you know, one of her complaints was kids. Yes, I don't want no kid ran over or no one's animals run over, but you've got the same issue on Meyer Street too.
Mm.
Again, if my drivers or any drivers, and they do race down there, and I'm not saying my drivers, because, well, that's a different story. Again, if it's my drivers, write them a ticket.
Do I have a motion to open up the truck traffic on Spruce Street again?
It's only like 1,000 feet or something. That's what it is, right?
Yes.
There.
It's from Main
Over
Street.
to Myers, right?
Right.
Yeah, okay.
So,
I'll make a motion, we opened it up.
I'll second it.
Okay, we have a motion on the floor by Bruce Elder to open Spruce Street back up, and a second by Arno Proctor. Do we have any discussion?
Bill, what turn did you say you couldn't make if somebody was next to you?
pardon me?
What turn did you say they couldn't make?
At the red light up by the vault place.
Turn there by Wilbur Ball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they can't turn left if somebody's, I got you.
Right.
You're right.
Get there right.
They're by the old Arnie's gas station.
Oh,
They
okay.
can't get around there.
Gotcha.
Any other discussion? Okay, let's take a vote. All in favor? Okay, all opposed? And that is to open the street up. Motion passes. Any more explanation needed on that? It's just, I think the original one was just to block truck traffic through that area?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you, guys.
All right. Under other business, I do have one thing because Shannon is here and she had a little report for us, so I'm gonna bring her up now.
It's the second time I've got shocked since I've been in here tonight. But thank you for letting me come up and speak for just a moment. I think it's probably safe to say that anytime downtown revitalization is on there, you may as well just put chamber also, because I will probably have something to say every time. So Jean wanted to make sure that I mentioned what a huge success that Christmas in the Country was. I I have talked to many of our downtown businesses over the last few days, and they all felt like this was definitely a terrific shopping season for them, especially the first night. First night's always the best. They did say that the third night was a good night as well. I think the weather was just kind of off on the second night, but overall, it was a great event. It was the square looked amazing, thanks to our city employees who worked so hard getting all those lights up. And I'm still amazed at how fast they came down. But just want to thank them all publicly for all their hard work, because it did look beautiful. During the event, WCTE was there. They came up and did some filming for the Wish You Were Here series, as Adventures of the Upper Cumberland. I don't know if y'all have watched any of those, but they had a great piece on Christmas in the Upper Cumberland, and we were featured in the show. So if it's something you want to go back and watch, you can stream that on WCTE on their website. And we've been featured on that quite a few times before. And you'd be surprised at some of the amazing places there is in the Upper Cumberland. So, you know, one day when you're sitting around and don't have anything to do, you can binge watch the WCTE's Adventures in the Upper Cumberland. Also, we did hire a videographer to come and video each night of Christmas in the Country and some of the parade to help us to advertise this event this year and in our future years. So I do feel like this will be a great little production, and I look forward to sharing it with y'all. Also, we'll be having a ribbon cutting on January 16th at 9 a.m. with Livingston Academy to celebrate the grand opening of their Lee Career Center. This was a great project for LA, and they're very excited about this, and the Chamber is as well, because we were able to use $50,000 of our 3-star grant money to help them to get equipment for this building. And what this building is going to do is, in short, it allows students to have the opportunity to have real-world experiences, have some career exploration, and determine, what path that they want to take when they get out of high school. So I would suggest that if y'all can carve out a little time on the 16th at 9, come check it out, because I really do think this is going to be a great addition to Livingston Academy. And not only that, one of the things that this particular building is going to be able to house is a lot of different types of, it's going to teach people entrepreneurship, it's going to teach them marketing, and the Chamber is going to be able to be involved with them a lot when it comes to that as well. So it will definitely add some different opportunities for the students. And also, I wanted to give y'all a quick update on our wayfinding signage program. So just as a recap, our tourism enhancement grant that we applied for $100,000. We did receive it, and it is to help fund a wayfinding signage program for Livingston. Some of the things that it will do is allow for some of the things that Bruce was talking about earlier. It will help with some directional signage for people who are coming into our community that aren't familiar with our downtown or familiar where everything is. It will help show them where they need to go, whether it's to our downtown, whether it's to Central Park, additional shopping and dining. So far, what we have done is we've talked to other communities. One locally, just next door to us, Jackson County, they just finished up a wayfinding signage program there. And it's done a lot for them so far. Everybody seems to be really happy with it. We are going to contact the company that they worked with this week. Actually, they've already reached out to me, so I'll have an appointment with them soon to start discussions on how to move forward with this. And the Downtown Revitalization Committee, along with Lori, we will be sitting down to discuss placement for the signs and where it's going to make a difference. And I think that's all I have. Any questions?
Nothing for Shannon? Okay,
Thank
thank
you.
you. Okay, is there any other business? Brad?
Motion to adjourn.
Okay, do I have a second on motion to adjourn?
I'll second.
Okay, we have a second. All in favor, say aye. All opposed? Meeting adjourned.